Maybe not for long. Pop rocks again, and Perez lead.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey, it's the Turnbuckle King. We're here at Red Carpet Ring. We're here talking about WWE NXT No Mercy 2024 results and highlights. We're talking about the PLE that just recently ended of NXT No Mercy on this busy weekend. We did have Bash in Berlin. We was here yesterday. As I stated, we will be talking about No Mercy. And people, do not sleep. Because we have main roster for Bash in Berlin, do not think that NXT won't deliver like we did yesterday with the main roster with Bash in Berlin. So do not sleep on that. They are just, and I was just saying this earlier, NXT is just as important as the main roster because NXT people are the future of the business. They're future of Raw or SmackDown. But before we begin, guys, let's see who came in the ring. Let's see who came in. CBR6, salute to you. He said, I'm here first, and that you are. And I appreciate that. Yes, you came from yesterday. I remember. King Root TV, salute to you. Greetings to the lock. Well, we at the ring. We're not the locker room. We at the ring. This is the ring, not the locker room. The locker room is Toxic Ring Scandal, a.k.a. KDH. This is Red Carpet Ring, the ring. You have seen the results? Yeah, I'm going to go over it. Yeah. You said NXT didn't deliver to me and Basketball didn't have Bronson Reed. Oh, man, everybody can't be on the card. But, yeah. Oh, I beg your pardon, I'm in the ring. It's all good, Gerard. It's all good, man. I just had to correct you for a little bit, man, but I'm not going to hold that against you. Still welcomed in here. It's not like I'm kicking you out or nothing. We all good though. We are definitely all good. But yeah, guys, we had the PLE tonight. We have 5 matches on the card of NXT No Mercy. So we definitely had that, guys. And of course, as usual, double tap the screen as you come in. Let's get that going first. Let's double tap that screen before we get to the card, before we get to the match card. And that's for likes, so make sure you do that. Let's get that going first. And of course, we are here for not just here, we here at X and Facebook as well. You guys hit the likes over there as well on Facebook and X because we're going to talk about NXT No Mercy 2024. And we're going to go over it. We'll talk about the event. I'll tell you what I think of it. Give it a grading. And as usual, I am going to go over what went wrong with NXT No Mercy. I will always do that no matter what. And then we'll talk more about it. But let's get into that. See you guys got to say, look over a few more comments. Trick Williams be wilding out too much. Woke that trick. My name is Virgil, and I'm the servant of $6 million man. Rest in peace to Virgil. He passed away last year. My girl Jaida needs to lose weight. She was slow tonight. Yeah, we don't talk about all of that here at the ring. That's what we here for. We ain't here just to run our mouths. We here to talk about the PLE. And speaking of the PLE, before we begin, let's look at the match card. Give you guys a moment to look that over, and then we'll get started on the NXT No Mercy. We'll talk about it. And these are all the matches that were advertised on the card. I know CBR6, you said that I know you said that you didn't see the event. Well, for you guys to know what was on the card, who was performing tonight, this is the card. So let's look over that real quick. Give you guys a couple moments. Then we'll begin and talk about each match. No particular order. All right, let's go over it. Let's talk about it. Now, the first match on the card that I'm gonna talk about is the NXT Tag Team Championships. Chase U, the champions, going against Nathan, Axiom, and Frazier. This was a solid matchup. Solid matchup. Very good way to kick off the show. I figured this would be the first match on the card. They will open NXT No Mercy with a tag match. It was either this match or Kelani Jordan versus Wendy Choo. But other than that, though, guys, this is how it started. Very good tempo from at Nathan, Axiom, and Frazier. And, of course, Ridge Holland was dominating. Did at first. But it seemed like here that the crowd was behind Axiom Nathan Frazier to win. And also, you know, um, it seemed like it was a slow kind of no kind of momentum for Chase U. Everybody was into the Nathan Axiom Frazier, and they hit some. I know Andre Chase hit a good spot when he did the Spanish fly on Axiom. He had a good spot there. He had some good moments there, but it was until Axiom they got Ridge Holland out the ring, and it was Nathan Axiom and Frazier. They had a mix up at first. I know accidentally Axiom super kicked Nathan Frazier, or was it Nathan Frazier super kick Axiom? Either or, it was an accident. So he thought that was it. Andre Chase tried everything he could to get the pinfall. It was a near fall at 2 on Axiom. I think Axiom was super kicked by Nathan. Could be wrong. Either way, later on it came to Axiom once he got it down. Well, thing about it is Nathan Frazier did his Phoenix splash off the top rope. And 1, 2, 3. As I predicted, I said this was going to happen. Nathan, Axiom, Frazier are once again the NXT Tag Team Champions. I said that this was going to happen. I said that they was going to get these championships back. I said in history, Chase U never holds on to the tag team belts for a long period of time. I said it before, and I'm saying it now, and it was like that. And I had a feeling it was going to go that way. And not only did I say that, I said that Chase U was going to implode. I said that as well. And look what we had here. Ridge Holland turned on Chase U. He attacked everybody. He attacked Andre Chase. He took him out, had him carried on stretcher. He attacked Riley Osborne. He attacked Duke Hudson. He just flipped, and we knew at some point that Ridge was going to flip. Because remember, Ridge was not pinned in the match. It was Andre Chase. And I knew that this was too good to be true with Ridge Holland being a part of the team. And then, it took Chase U a while to accept him into the whole Chase U. And Andre Chase was encouraging them to follow him. Even Duke Hudson, I think, was hesitant at first. But he did flip on him. And if you look here, look what Duke Hudson said on social media. He says, I hate that I was right. And he had 34,000 views. So even he felt some type of way about Ridge Holland joining Chase U, knowing he would flip on them. So it was crazy, though. So when it came to, thinking that Chase U would get themselves back together, maybe, they lost, they would be as a family. Duke Hudson, he literally pulled a Hulk Hogan on Chase U.
No, brother, doesn't work for me right now,
Doesn't work for him, and that's when he gave that work to Andre Chase and the rest of Chase U. So definitely, it's crazy though. Yeah, this was wild. I'm not surprised, and my prediction was right. I said Chase U was gonna split, and that's pretty much where they're headed. And I knew that Nathan Axiom Frazier was going to get the tag team belts back. They are a great tag team. If you guys get a chance on NXT on every Tuesday, check them out. Or PLEs. They're a great tag team. They're a tag team that was, they just placed two random guys together, but they actually got very good chemistry. I know they had little issues with, either I think both Axiom and Nathan went for the Speed Championship, but they are a great tag team. So I got to give it to them. They did their thing in this match tonight. I give them a yeet for that.
Yeet.
Yeah, that's a yeet right there. See you guys had to say about this particular match. I'm going to try to make it every stream that I can. Hey, there's always a thing called playback. If you can't catch a live, catch a playback. But I'm glad you're here. Glad you're able to make it. All you, I'm glad you guys can make it. Because I know it's getting late, but the PLE just ended about a little over an hour ago. Gerard said your girl Borlani came out confident tonight. Still can't wait till she loses to a more worthy non-thirst and trap chick. We're going to talk about that match too, Gerard. This was the only match I was able to watch. I hate that he turned. Unfortunately, I knew this was coming. It was either Ridge Holland was going to flip or Duke Hudson was going to flip. One of those two guys was going to flip. More likely, Andre Chase was the third option. Somebody was going to flip with somebody. Ridge Holland can't seem to make it or get over on the main roster. No, that's why he's on NXT now. Logan James K, hello, salute to you. Welcome to the ring. Where's Nathan from? New Zealand? I think he's from actually. I know where he's from. I'm trying to think at the top of my head. Nathan Frazer, where's he from? He's British. I think he's from Jersey Channel Islands. That's where he was born. He's from Jersey Channel Islands. I wish Chase you would have kept him. I knew that wasn't going to happen. I did never like him though. Yeah, Ridge Holland. Remember Ridge Holland, same guy that injured Big E. He's the reason Big E is not wrestling right now. Hint, hint. On SmackDown 2.5 years ago. Doesn't work for me, brother. Terry Bollea such a fake. Yeah. Nathan Ashley are born tag team, but they have chemistry. Yeah, they may not have a crazy gimmick tag team, but they're very much in sync with each other as far as the tag team go. It's 4 a.m. in London. Goodness gracious. What time is it where you are? 10:01 Central Standard Time is where I'm at currently. Bruliana says salute TBK in the chat. Okay, Nathan Frazier from UK. All right, thanks. I hope Big E comes back. I hope so too, but CBR6 is not looking too good. But, anything's possible. We didn't think we would see Adam Copeland again. We didn't think we'd see Bryan Danielson again. So anything's possible. But, yeah, Nathan and Fraxium, they call him. Fraxium, excuse me. They are the two-time, brand new, as I predicted, tag team champions. Congratulations to Nathan Frazer and Axiom. Congratulations to them guys. Let's move on in the card here. We had another match here. Like I said, no particular order. We had Wes Lee versus Zachary Wentz. We know these guys were boys, a part of the MSK, the Rascals. We know that Wes Lee a few weeks ago turned on both of his boys, Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz, after losing at Great American Bash in the Tag Team Championship match against Nathan Frazer and Axiom. And Wes Lee said, he don't need them. They're holding him back. He's tired of carrying. Very good storyline between these two. This also was very good as well. I liked how Wes Lee was doing his thing. And I have to say, I know Ricochet recently went to AEW, All Elite, right? But we can fairly say that Wes Lee probably took his sole place in that as far as his wrestling style, because he is high flying. Wes Lee has great moves, and up until Oba Femi, he's actually the best of neat right now. The best, we'll say second best now, NXT North American champion. He's done his thing. The way him and Zachary was moving the ring was flawless. These guys had very good chemistry with each other. We know these guys were friends and stuff, but Wes Lee, every PLE I see him perform, he always stand out. I like how Wes Lee was getting a good advantage, good offense on Zachary in the beginning. And Zachary came back. He just had the momentum. And then Wes Lee you could tell he was starting to get irritated because the momentum that Zachary Wentz was getting, he went, grabbed a steel chair. He looked at his X Division title, threw it out of there. Then next thing you know, Trey McGill grabbed the chair, said, "You're not doing that." Then Zachary Wentz just came down on Wes Lee. Then that was it. He hit his move on him, 1, 2, 3. And the winner of the matchup, which I did not predict, I had Wes Lee going in. Zachary Wentz wins the match. So salute to him. Salute to Zachary. Zachary wins the match. He goes back to TNA. And Wes Lee, I don't know what the next move is going to be for him. But yeah, this was a good solid one, though. Very good solid one to these guys, though. Very good solid ones, though. But good solid match between these guys. Zachary's going back to TNA. He just won the X Division Championship at TNA Emergence. Then Wes Lee, of course, I don't know what he's going to do next. But we'll see what happens next for Wes Lee. But other than that, we'll get on to another match. Speaking of Oba Femi, we'll talk about Oba Femi versus Tony D'Angelo. This is for the North American Championship. Tony D, I got to give it to him, man. He is really improved. He really impressed me tonight. He really did. He impressed me in the ring, and he gave Oba Femi a fight. Now, we could talk about how Wes Lee gave Oba Femi a challenge. We could say Tony D's right up there with him. But anyway, back to the match. Tony D was bodying Oba Femi in this match. He was giving that work for real. He really was giving that boy that work. Check that match out. He really gave him that work in this match.
You about to get that work, son.
Yeah, he was suplexing, moving around. Even announcer, I think Vic Joseph said it. He never seen Oba Femi get moved around like that. So salute to him for that. Good job on Oba Femi. He came back. He dominated. He did his thing. It was actually one of the best matches on the night, and I said it was going to be an underrated match, and I was not wrong about that. But, Tony D was countering the powerbomb by Oba Femi, countering every move. The next thing we know, Tony D got his that spine bust he did, near fall. He did stuff to Oba Femi, near fall. So definitely a good thing for Oba Femi to come back and just rule. He is the ruler for a reason. And he came back, he did his thing, and he finally got Tony D with a powerbomb. And next thing you know, winner and still NXT North American champion, we got Oba Femi. And this was like one of my favorite matches of the night. And I have to say, this match here, it deserves its due. Definitely deserves its due. I would have to give this a yeet. This deserves a yeet moment right there.
Yeet.
Yes, definitely a good one. I like it's just we need, Tony D put out a good challenge. He gave Oba Femi a good fight. Oba Femi has to get a real challenge. Someone has to eventually beat him. Now, I heard he's reportedly 34 days away from breaking the record of Wes Lee, who is currently holding the record for longest NXT North American Championship of all time. But this is a great match. Salute to Oba Femi and salute to Tony D. These guys definitely put in the work, though. Definitely. These guys worked hard. There is no other way. Let's see what you guys got to say here. Hope Big E makes comeback. Figure 4 TV, salute to you. Gerard said, no, I don't want to see Simp E again. He's replaced by Odyssey Jones. No more minstrels, please. Yeah, but Big E's more entertaining. Yeah, I think Big E's done. Oba for president. I'm sad Ricochet left WWE. Yeah, he's in AEW. Oba is ruler. Definitely. How long do you think Oba Femi will reign with the North American title? Good question. CBR6. I would say I got Oba Femi. Maybe hold on to the championship until the beginning of next year. Maybe to NXT Stand Deliver, which would be the same weekend as WrestleMania. Someone has to beat him at some point. And since cannot one single person beat him, I would say he'll lose in a four-way match or a triple threat. He's gonna have to lose it like that way. And he won't even get pinned to lose the title. That's the only way you get the belt off him at this point. I don't see no way. It's time for a title versus title. Femi has no believable contenders in NXT. I don't think so. Somebody from TNA or Japan, someone has to come over and give him that work. Go back to TNA and never return to NXT. I wish Wes wouldn't have turned so early. Well, there was nothing else for Wes Lee to do. He tried to capture the North American title. He failed. Tried to get the Tag Team Championship. He failed. He will close the year out. I wonder why they lean on the fact that man's undefeated. Yeah, I don't know. Because they're treating him like he's like an NXT version of Gunther. He's gonna have to get the NXT Championship next. Wes Lee will replace Simplichet. That was a very good match tonight. Yep. If anyone's going to beat Oba, I think it'll be Tony D. Tony D was close. I really thought Tony D may have won it. I said Tony D may actually win, but he didn't. Gerard said, Red Carpet Reign, who's going to dethrone Oba Femi? And please don't say Beta Trick Williams. He be wilding out tap dancing. Nah, I don't think Trick's going to beat him. I don't know who's going to beat him. It's not going to be nobody in NXT. It's going to have to be somebody from TNA, like a Moose, or somebody from another organization. He's in put people over mode. It was obvious that Oba Femi made him look strong. True. Yeah, Tony D had a lot of offense. He was biting him. Moose, now that's gonna be a forbidden door moment to retire the belt like Oscar. Yeah, because Moose is no longer the TNA champion. It's Nick Nemeth, also known as Dolph Ziggler. I hope they book Oba properly and not that. Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, guys, we got Oba Femi. He has retained once again the NXT North American Championship, and he's going to break the record of Wes Lee. Let's be honest here. Who's going to defeat Oba Femi in the next month? Nobody. So that's what's going to come down. But if he does, if Oba Femi does go down to TNA, if he go down to TNA somewhere else, all they're gonna do when they see him, they're gonna be looking at him all weird. The only thing they're gonna say is, who are you and what is this? He gonna get looked at like this way. There's one way that I'll see them approaching him is if they come to him this way. Don't be surprised if people gonna look at him saying this.
You standing here and you don't even go here.
So they may say, who are you, Oba? You don't go here. Standing here, you don't even go here, Oba Femi. Go back to NXT. But he is the ruler. He's Oba Femi. Oh, so salute to him. Let's get on to the next match. We gonna go on to one of my let's go over to the women's side before we get to the main event. We are going to go and talk about a champion who defended her belt. That is Kelani Jordan versus Wendy Choo. They had a match tonight for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Now, early on, I like what NXT is doing with the women as a whole. I want to say that. I'm going to say it again. I like what NXT is doing with the women's division as a whole. I really do. But Wendy Choo, you had no business being on this PLE. You had no business being here. I mean, you really kind of fumbled things here. And like I said, I'm not coming from a place of hating or anything like that. I'm being honest. I'm doing my best to be transparent here. But I do not like how this match could have went a little bit better. But Kelani did everything she could on her end as a great athlete that she is. She really did. But I'm going to get more into it though. Wendy Choo, you botched tonight, girl. You botched. If you look this still at the front, as she was coming off the rope, she slipped, and you could see in the second still she slipped down here, and yeah, not only did she make herself look bad, she kind of made Kalani look bad too. Not a good look, but they still kept up the momentum that they could, and for the result of that, Kelani Jordan retained her Women's NXT North American Championship, and Kelani Jordan still the champion. I know a lot of people online be saying rude things about Kelani. She's trash. She's the worst. I saw earlier one person said she's the worst. They said she's the worst NXT champion of all time. I'm like, really? Kalani's the worst champion? Y'all being harsh with Kelani. Y'all like she's the worst wrestler ever. I think the whole thing with Kelani, people don't like her because she's a baby face. She's not a heel. She doesn't do no crazy stuff in the ring. She's not flashy. She does do her stuff off the top rope, but she's very athletic. And I think because they kind of treat Kelani, they treat her the same way as Lyra Valkyria. Like when she was NXT Women's Champ, they wasn't real big on her either. Some of the fans give her slack too, and I feel like that's what they're doing with Kelani here because she's not a flashy. She's a regular baby face. She's plain. She stays to herself, but she does the job and she gets it done. So Kelani Jordan, she put up the work. She hit one moonsault on Wendy Choo, and then she hit a second one for good measure. Make sure she got that inner on her. And next thing we know, Kelani got for the 1, 2, 3. But like I said, I'm gonna get more into the whole Wendy Choo thing. I'm gonna say my stuff about her, but this is the match that Kelani did retain. I don't know what's next for Kelani. I don't know who her next challenger is gonna be. I have an idea who her next challenger may be, and I'll get more to that later on. But this match here, I do have my reservations about it. I will mention it later. Definitely will mention it later. But let's see. See what you guys got to say. News first on by Femi. Figure 4 TV, we got a super chat for $1.99 by Figure 4 TV. He said, can we get an open mic in the Yeet? So we got double here. Okay. Let's start off with open mic. Then we get to Yeet. Appreciate that. Thank you, Figure 4 TV.
Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch?
Yeet.
Yeah, Yeet and Kelani Jordan is still the women's NXT North American champion. Now, she won this back at Battleground. I think that was in May. So she has the championship now for about a good 4 months. And they was talking about her run earlier. But, yep, she's still the champ, guys. But let's see. Let's see what else. We're going to get to the next match in a second. Let me see where we at here. You guys had a lot to say about this event. That's what we here for, though. We here to talk about it. Give me some Wendy Choo Choo Train. Gerard Silly. I disagree. Wendy Choo's is better than Borlani. I'm getting to that. I take both I take both these women, but we know how I feel about Kalani. Did you review the men's tag team championship? Yes, John. Thanks for coming out. That was actually the first match I covered. On 1 for 2 tonight, Miss Parks the Young will have her day. Wendy Choo want to know what's contention match, but I think somebody else should have got the match. Well, it's the characters, her new heel character they had to get over. Damn, when NXT get her? Kelani Jordan got signed last year with WWE. She was in the breakout tournament. And I think she won the breakout tournament. No. Was it her? Who won last? Oh, that was no. Lola Vice won the NXT breakout tournament. Yes, he did. You have to play. Ooh, I thought Sasha Banks was the best it was going to get. No, unfortunately. No. But Gerard said, I agree that Choo Choo botched. She was nervous. Give her a chance, though. She ain't one of your thirst traps. Thirst trap has nothing to do with it. Whether you thirst trap or not, you botched. And I think, like I said, I'm getting more into that. Borlani has no business having a title, but she's growing in confidence. 4 months in reduced sleep. Well, I said, you guys are harsh on Kelani Jordan. Give her a break. Kalani is she's biracial. Her dad is black and her mom is white. Lola versus Lash Legend. That could be a good one. But we don't get more to it though. We got Kalani. She retained her championship. Now that's the third match I mentioned. We got 2 more. Now we're gonna talk about another women's championship match. And we're gonna talk about the NXT Women's Championship, highly anticipated. We got Roxanne the Prodigy versus Mrs. Parker. Very good match between these two. As I stated, a lot of my predictions been right. Jaida Parker had a lot of momentum going in this matchup. Remember, she slapped Roxanne last week, saying that she's coming. She got next and all that. Remember, she said that. But I said it before, and Roxanne said in her promos, Lola Vice had the same momentum. We saw what happened to her. And unfortunately, Jaida Parker put up the best effort, and she went down the same way Lola Vice and many others went. I mean, Jaida Parker, Roxanne is a smart competitor. They really built her to be one of the best NXT Women's Champions of all time. She's doing a great job. She has beaten a lot of people. She's beaten Natalia, I think Carmen Petrovic. She's defeated Chelsea Green. She's defeated Lyra Valkyria. She's defeated Jordan Grace, Lola Vice. She has a list of women that she defeated in her championship run. But, unfortunately, guys, in order to continue to run her run champion, she has to keep on winning and she has to keep on dominating. And that's exactly what Roxanne did tonight. She made sure of that. So with that being said, she worked on Jaida Parker. She worked on her arm. She worked on her side. She did a very good job working on her arm. She took advantage of that early on in the matchup. And it really showed the match. Jaida Parker was looking kind of weak. And I think what it was, Roxanne saw what Jaida does. Jaida she does the same thing in all her matches. She didn't switch up. And Roxanne said, okay, I studied you. I'm going to work on it. And she even mocked Jada's move when she do that hump thing off the top rope. She sandwich her opponent, and then she does the LeBron James thing that she does. She mocked that, but the key was Jaida kept trying to hit her hip move, basically a booty move, similar to the Naomi butt move, and she kept messing with Roxanne. I think she got Roxanne once with that move, and Roxanne went outside the ring. And of course, champion's advantage to Roxanne. In order to win a championship, you have to get the champion inside the ring for a pinfall or submission. And then later on, Jaida went for the hip thing again, and she missed. and makes Roxanne. She went to barricade. Roxanne hit the pop rocks on it outside the ring, and the barricade once got her again inside the ring, and it was game over. I mean, this was another good match tonight. Roxanne's really doing her thing as NXT Women's Champion.
Before her eyes, pop rocks, she not for long. Pop rocks again, and Perez lead.
So with that being said, winner is still NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez is still champion. The haters gonna hate, but watch them hate and watch the money pile up. Roxanne, another champion. Some people be hating on. Oh, Roxanne's boring. Roxanne is a very good champion. I mean, you got Bayley, one of the best NXT Women's Champions. She's even giving her props, saying Roxanne is getting up there. They're really pushing her to be one of the top NXT Women's Champions in history. She's up there with the Asukas and the Shayna Baszlers and the Charlotte Flairs, Bayley, Sasha Banks. She's up there. They're putting her up there in the ranks. Do not sleep on this woman. Congratulations to Roxanne. As I predicted, would retain. Definitely. Where's Lola Vice been on TV? She went on TV last week. I think last week, but if not, she has been on TV, with the exception that 1 week. She's in a quick segment. That's it. That was last year, the match that you was talking about. Finals of the tournament. Yep, that was last year. I don't like that WWE lowered PLE matches. What do you mean by that, CBR6? What do you mean WWE lowered the PLE matches? What do you mean? You mean it's less matches on the card? It's only 5 matches, or the match is not as long? You would like longer matches. Let me explain what you talking about by that. Jaida needs to lose weight. Yeah, I told her to slap the prodigy. Roxy is finally going to lose to this biracial recent Julia. Yeah, OTC Roman Reigns, salute to you. Yeah, Prodigy knows how to study her opponent, but this was a good exposure for Jaida, as it's the largest crowd she's ever performed in front of. Roman Reigns is my tribal chief. Wego, salute to you. I see Julia resembles someone that I don't know who. This is Jada's first single pin of the event. Bayley haircut. How long do you think she'll reign for? Who would have thrown her? I'm gonna get to that in a second. If not Julia, it's gonna be Julia, Delta, Stephanie, or Cora Jade. One of those 4 women will defeat her. Lola Vice should be on team to deserve a strong push. Speaking of which, after Roxanne retained her title, we had the debut of Julia. She came out and confronted Roxanne. They stood face to face in the ring. They did that. Oops. Excuse me, guys. They stood in the middle of the ring. They was face to face. They was looking good though. Both of them was looking good face to face. We're seeing a future matchup between Julia and Roxanne Perez in the near future. Yeah, but I see these two. They're going to have a future feud. And we get a good close look at her. This is Julia. She has arrived at NXT. It's another good look at her. This is her future opponent. And it's spelled with a G, but it's Julia. And for those who don't know, Julia, this is her history. You guys can see she was in a World Wonder Ring Stardom. She was in this tournament. She's held these championships. The New Japan Women's Strong. That same belt Mercedes Moné is holding right now. So this is what she looks like. This is how she came in. So just give you a little information about her. But she debuted. We knew it was, I said it too. I said her, Stephanie Valkyrie, Delta, or Cora was going to arrive in NXT after Roxanne Perez retained her title. I said this on a review, on a preview predictions for NXT. I said that. But this is her. Her and Roxanne going to have a feud. They said, I know that I saw a tweet. They said she had just landed in the United States. And they also said that she was working on her English. She does not have the best English barrier. I heard she's been working on it. That's what took her so long to come on TV. We first saw her at NXT Stand and Deliver in the crowd. Now that's what, 4 or 5 months ago, back in April. That was 5 months ago, but she has to work on her English barrier. Plus, she is not from it. She's from another country. But that's why she's now debuting. And only the future hold what's the next move going to be for Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, as NXT Women's Champion. So that is Gulia. Like I said, congratulations once again to Roxanne. She's been on a tear. She can't be stopped. But we'll get to that. We're going to get to the main event in a second. More matches. Well, CBR 6, you're talking about WWE's lowered it. Well, I'd rather see a 5-match PLE of all good matches than get a 9-10 stacked, overstacked card of a whole bunch of matches and half of them are trash. For example, like AEW All In 2024, they had exactly 12 matches on the card, 3 pre-shows. And I could say out of those 12 matches, including pre-show, that I'll say I liked maybe 3 of those 12 I liked. So it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And remember, AEW, I said this in my AEW Dynamite vs. NXT review, they do not tell stories like WWE does. There's no proper story. It's a one-off match. They face off each other. Whoever wins doesn't matter, and they never see each other again. There's no more story. They may reference it later on, but there's no story there. That's how they do. That's why I'm a big fan of now having 5-6 matches on a PLE. Now that's the question you got to ask yourself. Would you rather have 5 good matches on the card or have 10 to 12 matches on the card and more than half of them are garbage? You're going to say they should just have 5 or 6 anyway. So you got to look from that perspective. Jarasa, who's Delta, she's another person from the Indies. I think she was in Japan. Her and Stephanie Valkyrie came from Japan and from the Indies. They're supposed to be really, really good, and they were supposed to be debuting at NXT at whatever time they do debut. Gulia is mine, so no thirst trap for you. You got Gulia, that's cool. I got Jakara Jackson. I like Jakara. I like Kelani Jordan. And another woman I'm starting to like. What's her name again? I can't think of it. Oh, that's right. I'm actually starting to like. There's so many women on the roster. For some reason, I like JC Jane for some reason. I don't know why. JC Jane is one I'm starting to like. I think it's her character. Gulia sort of looks like a better version of Hikaru Shida. I hope she wrestled better than Hikaru Shida because Hikaru Shida, she sucks in the ring. Give her a mouthpiece manager, AJ Lee or someone else. Booker T thinks he's funny, but his voice is cringe. Don't get me started on Booker T's announcer. Don't get me started. Deadfire salute to you. Said I'm sad for Joe Hendry. We're going to get to his match, speaking of which, in a second. And speaking of which, that will be the main event. And that will be the NXT Championship match. We got All Ego, the Finish Championship against I Believe in Joe Hendry, with Trick Williams as special guest referee. Now, this match here was all about dominance and power at first, but Joe Hendry, he did his moves putting Ethan Page down. He got a little good moves on it, but we knew at some given point it was going to be the special guest referee get involved. We knew that was going to go down. Trick Williams, it was about him. But All Ego was getting work. He was getting that work by Joe Hendry. But the turning point in the match when Trick Williams was knocked outside the ring. And when he was knocked outside the ring, I guess Joe Hendry did standing ovation Ref came in, it was a 2 count. He came there. The next thing you know, Ethan Page brought the championship in, tried to hit Joe Hendry with it. Then he DDT'd Joe Hendry onto the title, and the ref was going to counter. Trick said no, it's not going down that way. That's when Trick got up. And next thing you know, he got the up. Ethan Page was going to attack Trick Williams, and Trick ducked, and he hit the other referee. And he went out the ring. Trick looked over to see what's going on. While Trick had his head turned, Joe Hendry was low blow by Ethan Page. Ethan Page hit the Eagles, all ego. Well, we know it's the Razor's Edge, but we know that Ego calls it the Eagle's Edge. He hit that, and that's fine. They both hit each other's finishers. Another good point in the match. Joe Hendry hit the Eagles Edge, and then also Ethan Page hit the standing ovation. Just want to notate that. And next thing you know, Trick, he didn't want to count 1, 2, 3, but he did. And Ethan Page, yes, he retains his NXT Championship. Ethan Page, all ego, as I predicted, is still NXT champion. And also, during the match, well, after the match, I should say, Trick Williams counted him up. There was no physical altercation. I thought that when Trick raised Ethan Page's hand, he was going to, beat him up, attack him here with the trick shot. But next thing P. Dunne came in, as I also predicted. He attacked the Trick Williams. He hit the bruiserweight outside of the ring. And Ethan Page stands on the ring looking at P. Dunne. And that's it. Ethan Page definitely is still NXT champion. Crazy, right? But yeah. Q, she's phenomenal ring. Her opponents can't keep up with her. Where's Tegan Knox? Oh yeah, she's on the sideline. I don't think she's hurt. Boy, I was happy Ethan Page beat Joe Hendry. Yeah. Ethan Page, he gets a little cringe at times, but he's a good character. That's what he was supposed to do, piss you off. And Joe Hendry, we didn't want him to win the title. Go back to TNA. And Ethan Page said it. So, like I said, this was a good moment, though. Good yeet moment. This is solid good, though. Very good. So, we got to give him his props, though. Good story, though. Got to give props on this one. Very good props on it. They haven't disappointed me yet. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I'm tired of being nice. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Yeet.
Yeah, guys, this was solid. Very solid. Ethan Page is still champion, as I predicted. I knew he wasn't going to lose. I did not see Ethan Page lose his title. And like I said, Ethan Page is entertaining. He gets my nerves at times, but he doing what he's supposed to do. And I can't see nobody else getting the title now. Trick Williams will get the title back at some point. I just don't see it happening right now, though. I don't see that happening. I don't see that being the case whatsoever. So you guys got to say here. Either Page champion, I can respect now more Lonnie. Man, you really don't like Kelani, man. All right, bro. I gotta go. I'll be on Monday Night Raw stream. Yeah, I'll stream that Tuesday afternoon. But salute to you, CBR6. Thanks for coming out, my man. Now, let's go over the ratings I have for NXT No Mercy. Now, after all the matches, I mentioned all the matches, 5 matches on the card to be exact. What is my rating? What do I give this review of the NXT No Mercy? Now, I rated a 4.5 out of 5. Very, very good. Very good matches. Very good stories being told. Very good everything. But we are going to go over shortly what went wrong in NXT. We are going to talk about that. Now, normally I go over 3 things or more, 1, 2, or 3. however many things they are. I'm going to go over what happened, what I do not like or did not like about the PLE, what things could have been better, what can improve as a whole. That will be discussed here momentarily. And I do this for those who don't know. I do this for every PLE or weekly show, whether it's Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. I always like to go over those things, and I'm going to go over those now. Actually, we're going to talk about these things that needs to be discussed more because I got to see what the whole deal is going on. And other than that, though, guys, this will be definitely discussed. And we're going to get to that shortly. In a second, we're going to get that going. What went wrong with NXT No Mercy? Let's talk about it. Now, the first thing I noticed, I talked about this earlier. We're going to touch on it again. We're going to talk about Wendy Choo and his botching. And I believe that Wendy Choo is not ready for the PLE yet. She did botch coming off the top rope. And she made Kelani Jordan lose some of the confidence and focus that she had. Now, we could say, like Gerard said, Borlani, but Kelani puts out a great, a great performance at PLEs. She fails to disappoint. And the reason I say Wendy Choo's not ready because she's not over with that character. You know, that's a brand new character she was doing. And the crowd really wasn't into her. And as you guys know, after she lost, she went right back. She's gonna be feuding with Tatum Paxley. Tatum Paxley came behind her and attacked her. Let's keep that in mind. So I just couldn't feel it. I did not feel that tonight. I didn't feel the whole thing was with with Wendy Choo. If Kelani looked bad, it's because she couldn't carry Wendy Choo. And remember, guys, Kelani still new. Gerard, gotta give her a break. Like I said, Kalani's only been doing this for a year. So that's probably what said she's boring, but she's clearly going back. She's going to feud with Tatum Paxley. The crowd was just not responsive to Wendy Choo. I'm not saying Wendy Choo's a terrible performer. She needs more work because remember, guys, Wendy Choo was out for a long time. I thought she was going to get released at some point, but they did bring her back. She did come back to NXT. She was a babyface character. Remember, she used to wear the pajamas, all happy. Then she came this dark character that she is currently, but the botch was ridiculous. And she hurt herself a little bit. And Kelani, I don't think she's ready for a major PLE yet. She still needs to get more conditioning on NXT or maybe NXT level up. Wendy was out for a while. She had an injury. I remember this was last year. She was out for the majority of last year. Just came back earlier this year. We gotta agree. She ain't ready. She's not ready to be on the main stage. NXT No Mercy is a very big deal. That's right before Halloween Havoc and right before Deadline. I just don't think she was ready to be a challenger, but I get it. They put her on the PLE as an opponent for Kelani Jordan so Kelani can defeat her. I get that. They needed a heel to do that. I just don't think she was ready because this is how she botched. And with that being said, you know what list this is going on. If you guys don't know, I put this on the list all day.
What's going to happen? No. Words? No. You just made the list.
So yes, guys. Yes. This was one of the moments I did not like. And to be perfectly honest, I know Gerard's going to like when I say this. This was my least favorite match of the night. At all matches, my least favorite match. Not to say it was supposed to be the least favorite match because of the slowness, the receptiveness. It made everything slow down. Another thing, Wendy Choo could not keep up well with Kelani Jordan. She was actually slowing Kelani down. She couldn't keep up. Wendy was moving kind of sluggish. I know Wendy Choo, she's in better shape. She recently lost weight. Remember, Wendy used to be a little bit bigger. She did lose weight, but I think a PLE was too much for her because Wendy Choo is so used to the NXT or NXT level up speed, and I think PLE. You gotta take it up, step it up a notch. You gotta move a little bit faster. Let's be honest. Other than NXT No Mercy, what other PLEs has she been on a regular basis? She's not used to that stage. So I think the speed, the quickness was a little too much for her speed, and it slowed herself down and Kelani Jordan for that matter. So that's why I said don't put on PLE for a while until she's really ready. That's all I'm saying. And also Kelani Jordan, remember, she has only been around for a year. Now, do you expect any performer in 1 year to be perfect and to everybody can't be Oba Femi? Do you expect a female performer, any performer, to get that good in a year? Kelani is still new. It's not like she's been around for 3, 4, 5 years in NXT. She's more of a newcomer. She's still fresh. So I don't expect her to have it right away. Now, my question is this, guys. It's my question. It's funny that some of you guys on social media in general, you say that you don't like Kelani Jordan because she's boring and she don't do it on a PLE. But I bet if it was Lola Vice, you wouldn't be saying that. Isn't Lola Vice new too? Or it's because Lola Vice be twerking and shake her booty everywhere, and Kelani don't do that? Is it really because Kelani is not a good performer, or because Kelani doesn't thirst trap? She doesn't shake her behind around like Lola Vice do? Tell me when I'm telling lies. Seriously, tell me when I'm telling lies. That's why I really don't like her. People say that because she's not a Lola Vice or she's not a Jakara Jackson. She don't be showing her body off. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I'm tired of being nice. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Yeah, Kelani's only been around for a year. She came out when Lola Vice came out. Now, Lola Vice be messing up a lot. You guys don't say nothing about Lola. You be like, oh, Lola's still good, She still look good. She still look good. But Kelani still looks good, too. She just carries herself differently than Lola Vice does. But I'm just saying, back to Wendy Choo. Wendy Choo, it's not ready for a PLE stage yet. It's not her time. I don't think so. I don't think it's her time yet. But we'll see what happens next. Had her crew she been in the ring with Borlani, she would have been a former AW champ, new NXT champ. I don't like her crew. Sheeta. Io Sky will mop the floor with her. I would say Kairi Sane will mop the floor with her. She just don't do it for me. Tacky time excelled within a year or so. No excuse for Borlani. Like I said, Tiffany Stratton is the exception to the rule. Now, she caught on very fast. Now, you're not being fair with that comparison. We know that Tiffany caught on very fast. Many competitors do not catch on like Tiffany Stratton. Let's be honest. Besides Tiffany Stratton, the only person I saw to call to wrestling business that fast, and he was amateur wrestler, was Kurt Angle. Not many people catch on like that. Kelani's in the same boat as Lola Vice. All these women are new. Kelani's new. Lola Vice is still new. Remember, another person that's still new. What's her name again? Jasmine Nix is new. Izzy Dame is new. Now that's who's really bad. Izzy Dame. No one's saying anything about Izzy Dame. She's really bad, but she's still new. And Soruka is new. Lola Vice has been given a stereotype gimmick. Give her a serious role, and the crowd will get behind her. Not so sure about that, because ever since she got the serious role, she hasn't been seen on TV. Didn't you guys just ask, where's Lola Vice? She ain't been on TV. You may have to eat those words. That's exactly what's going on with her now. This was a test for Choo Choo, and she failed. Yeah, Wendy Choo's not ready. So that's one thing I saw wrong with NXT No Mercy. Another thing I'm going to go over. This was so obvious tonight. So obvious. No TNA superstar ever wins the NXT or Women's NXT Championship. What am I talking about? Do you guys remember earlier this year, NXT Battleground, Jordan Grace, the TNA Knockout Women's Champion challenger Roxanne. Remember, everybody was saying, oh, Jordan's Grace is going to beat Roxanne. She's going to defeat her. Roxanne will be the throne. Jordan's going to have both the TNA NXT Championship, and it didn't happen. And I knew it wasn't going to happen. So if we knew that was going to happen, and Jordan was the TNA Knockouts champion, what makes you think that Joe Hendry, I believe Joe Hendry was going to defeat Ethan Page tonight? It never works out that way. A TNA superstar is not defeating for the major NXT men's or the women's for the women's division, women's NXT championship. Not going to happen. And this is why I knew that Joe Hendry would not defeat Ethan Page tonight for the NXT championship. He would not get all ego. They don't let TNA people win the major championships. Now, they may win a match. They may even win the North American Championship after Oba Femi lose it. They may win Kelani's title, the Women's NXT North American Championship, or maybe the Heritage Cup, the NXT Heritage Cup that's currently held by Charlie Dempsey. But they are not winning these major belts. Not right now. I'm not saying it'll never happen. Just right now it's not. So I knew on these separate occasions when I saw that, I said, they're not letting the TNA star winning that title. They're not going to do it. I'm sorry. And since that was so obvious to me, I knew, like I said, Joe Hendry was going to lose. And that goes on the list, unfortunately. There's no way around it. It goes on the list. There's no way. There's no question about it.
No. Words? No. You just made the list.
And also, too, let's be honest, TNA people coming to NXT, challenging the PLE main event for the NXT for the men's and on the women's division, women's NXT championship. You know that even though they're great, even though WWE NXT has a great partnership with TNA, when they come into the building, they still gonna get hit with this.
You standing here, and you don't even go here.
You don't go here. You're not winning a title. You're going to get kindly took. Not just you don't go here, they're going to tell you this as well.
No, brother, it doesn't work for me right now, you know.
It's not going down. So I see that's a current thing. I don't like that. Every time a TNA superstar or TNA wrestler is put into a big title main event match, they never win. And the next one they're going to put whatever men's division or women's division, they're not going to win the title. If they do, it'll be a first. But yeah. Izzy Dame's so bad. That's why we mentioned her. Yeah, Izzy Dame's lousy. Kindly don't overlook Kukuru. She's the ace of the AEW ladies division. Former. Yeah, I know. She wasn't a great AEW women's champion either. she was a lousy champion. I remember her reigns. Someone weren't even that long. The last two she had weren't even that great. Kukuru Shida speaks better than Oscar Io and Kairi Sane. Can she wrestle better than them? No. Exactly. TNA stars don't even go here. No, brother, it doesn't work for me. They're not going to win that title. Moose might beat Oba Femi. That's the only person I see beating him. But other than that, though, that's the second thing I saw tonight. It's a reoccurring thing of putting a TNA wrestler, men or women don't matter. They put them in these big matches. They go against the NXT or women's NXT title, and they just don't win. It's never a safe bet, and they always come out on the losing end. So, another thing I'm gonna go over what went wrong with NXT tonight. Despite the great effort and a loss, what's next for Jaida Parker now she lost? I hope she doesn't lose momentum. We've seen this happen before. We have seen this happen, guys. Jaida Parker had all the momentum going in to NXT No Mercy. She slapped Roxanne. She had the crowd behind her. She was doing her thing in the match. But, there is a but. She didn't even come close to beating. She didn't come close to beating Roxanne. At some point she did. But other than that, though, now that she has not won and I knew she wasn't going to win. Let's be honest, not a shocker. It's not. Since I knew she wasn't going to win, and I knew that it was not going to be the case, I believe now at this point, where does Jaida Parker go from here? Since we knew she didn't beat Roxanne, she's not the NXT Women's Champion. Where does she go next? Because Jaida, what are you gonna do with that? All that momentum she had going in, because the crowd was really behind her during that match. They was behind her before the match. Does she go back to the bottom of the list, or does she go back to the bottom of the line? What happens next with Jaida Parker? Where does she go from here? That's my question. What happens to her? Because I don't know, guys. I got a fear that she's going to lose momentum and she's going to fall. She's going to fall to the back of the line, and we're going to eventually forget about her. That's the way I see it. And if you guys remember, the last person that challenged Roxanne for a women's NXT championship, she had all the momentum going in, and a lot of people thought she was going to win. If you guys remember, after she lost this championship match against Roxanne, she kind of lost momentum, and now she's not doing nothing. She's not even on TV. We mentioned her earlier, and we talking about Lola Vice. Remember, she was in this big NXT heat wave back in July against Roxanne for the championship. She got close to winning. Actually, Lola Vice, all due respect to Jaida, Lola was actually closer to beating Roxanne than Jaida was. Jaida, once Roxanne worked on Jaida's her arm and stuff, she really didn't stand a chance against Roxanne. She was actually easy prey to Roxanne, so predictable. At least Lola Vice gave Roxanne a run for her money. But you see, ever since Lola cut that promo, she faced off against Roxanne, and she did not win. She has not had the same momentum. Matter of fact, they made her babyface because of their promo. It brought her momentum down, and now she's not even on TV. And I got a strange feeling and fear that's what's going to happen to Jaida Parker next. She's going to fall to the Lola Vice blueprint. She's going to had all the momentum. You lose. You talked all that smack. You talked everything. You slapped Roxanne. You went to the title match. You didn't win. And now you go back to the end of the line like we forget about you. So I don't like where that's going. And I think I like Jaida Parker challenging for the NXT title. It might be a little premature. And with that being said, it goes on the list.
What's going to happen? No. Words? No. You just made the list.
What's going on? I will be by Jaida Parker's side so you don't lose momentum. I know you will. Jaida might go after Borlani. That's what she should have went in the first place. I'm glad you said that, Gerard. I thought she was going to go for the women's NXT North American champion. And I would say I like Kelani and I like Jaida. Jaida can beat Kelani for that title. Now, that's me saying that. I'm not being biased. Jaida can beat Kelani. She wasn't going to be no Roxanne. Soruka is better than Borlani, but Soruka can low-key get overzealous in her moves. Again, Soruka is fly. She's fancy. She's flashy. That's why people like Soruka. She's flashy. She came out the same year as Kelani. Lola Vice did not have no flu. Lola Vice ain't got no storyline for her no more. She ain't got no momentum. JJ, the W guys, I believe Joe Hendry. Well, we don't believe him because he lost tonight. I don't believe in Joe Hendry. But anyway, this is another thing I see. Jaida Parker may lose momentum. She just may do that. I don't see her have the same momentum before the NXT No Mercy match. She won the Gauntlet match. She won a number one contender. Had the great promo with Roxanne. It was popular. It was trending. It was actually on World Star, in case you guys didn't know. And she lost. She didn't get close to winning either. Let's be honest. Lola Vice was way further along to being Roxanne. Watch the NXT Heatwave match between Lola. Watch this match, her versus Roxanne. She was way further along of beating Roxanne, win a title, than Jaida was tonight at NXT No Mercy in a one-on-one match. It's way further along. She didn't stand a chance set up a Lola Vice versus Ruka match. Yeah, Jaida Parker. Jaida Parker's biracial, I believe. She looked like she got some Puerto Rican in her. I think her mother is white and her dad may be black or Puerto Rican. Don't quote me on that. I know she's biracial. But yeah, she got some Puerto Rican. Like she looked Puerto Rican or Dominican because she got that good hair. But anyway, I don't think Jaida Parker gonna have that same momentum anymore. I think she's gonna lose it. I think come to NXT Tuesday, unless she's going for Kelani Jordan's NXT Women's title, North American Women's title, unless she's going to be running and compete for that championship, I don't see where the momentum is going to go for Jaida Parker. I just don't see it. I don't see where it's going to go next for her. And I like Jaida Parker. And one thing you did say too, Gerard, I want to point that out. She did look kind of slow tonight. She couldn't keep up with Roxanne. She was moving slow. I noticed that too. She was moving slow. She was. She couldn't keep up with Roxanne. And that's another reason why she kept trying to hit that hit move. Roxanne caught her and reversed it or got out the way because she's not fast. She's stacked. She got some meat back there, but she got shed a little. So Ruka got some meat back there too, but she's not, she ain't got as much meat as Jaida. But yeah, I do remember you saying that earlier, and I agree. And I said we would get to that. Jaida Parker was moving slow. I noticed that. Just like Wendy Choo was moving slow tonight. That's what I said. But this was her first PLE. I just don't think it was her time to challenge for the belt. I don't see it. See, you said it right here earlier. She was slow tonight. May need to shed a little, maybe, or better conditioning. Maybe she do need to lose maybe a good 10, 15 pounds. I saw how slow she was moving. Like I said, and Jaida Parker never faced an opponent like Roxanne. She always faced the Brian Lee Reese's, squash match. We know that Jada's going to win. This is a real deal. This is the prodigy. She needs to lose like Bronson Reed. You said So Ruga's fast. Like, yeah, So Ruga's fast. So Ruga don't have all that meat back there. And Parker, you got a lot of meat back there. I'm not here to sham anybody. I'm just being honest here. Jaida Parker may lose momentum. That's all I'm saying. But that was the third thing I saw what went wrong with NXT tonight. NXT No Mercy. Like I said, great PLE. Everyone did their thing from the tag team match to the Wes Lee and Zachary match to Roxanne and Jaida, Kelani and Wendy. Everybody put on great performance. It just, gotta be critical. It's always room for improvement. I say that. And Trick Williams, he did solid job as special guest referee. I'm not saying nothing from him either. Yeah, Jaida came face the project, the real deal. Exactly. Well, than that, though, guys, this is all I have regarding the subject. And we are talking about tonight a recap of WWE NXT No Mercy 2024 results, going over the highlights of everything that happened in NXT No Mercy. We are going over this card here. I appreciate you guys coming out. Of course, we'll be back here again. We got Monday Night Raw tomorrow, NXT Tuesday. I will talk about Raw on Tuesday afternoon, NXT Wednesday afternoon, NXT versus AEW Thursday evening or Friday. And then, of course, we got SmackDown. Talking about that early Saturday or maybe Friday. We'll see. We'll see how things go. They separate Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. Yep, they did. Both singles wrestlers in single relationships. True. I like Jamie Hayter too. But yeah, guys, that's all I have regarding the NXT No Mercy. Appreciate you guys coming out. This was a busy weekend. We had WWE Bash in Berlin Saturday, NXT No Mercy Sunday. Both great PLEs, great performances by all the competitors in all the matches. WWE never fails to disappoint us. They always put in that work. They always put on a great show, whether it's 5 matches or 6 matches. Don't have to be 10, 15 matches, as I explained earlier. It's about quality over quantity. So I appreciate you guys coming out. Yeah, very busy weekend. And NXT, speaking of which, NXT, the next PLE will be Halloween Havoc. And the next PLE for the main roster will be Bad Blood in October, Halloween Havoc in October. So let's keep an eye on that. Can't wait to see who's going to be competing against who in what matches. Stay tuned. I will talk about it on the weekly shows of Raw, NXT, and SmackDown as we get started. You know they're going to start a brand new storylines and builds for the next upcoming PLE or weeks to the PLE or whatever the case may be. Soon to videos will pop up. You guys click in the links below. Check out the content here. Greatly appreciate it. As usual, as always, you guys already know what it is. Is OUNT.
Something happened this weekend, and I have been struggling with it since I retired. But this weekend gave me closure.
Wow.
It really did. Like, it was fun. Obviously, it was fun. I mean, you can't, doing this for as long as I have and being involved